Yeah, hi to everyone. So it's nice September day, and it's time to wash the car because most of the time it was sitting in the garage and collecting the dust. So I'm gonna do it the way how I usually clean this car. So at the first I want to clean these spaces because with the time it gets dirty, and when you roll window down and up, so it starts collecting some dirt in there. So that's gonna clean it. So I roll down all the four windows and we're gonna clean it. For that I use this plastic spray bar and rub the microfiber towel and just doing kind of like this. You see all that dirt, and the car is most of the time sitting in the garage. So we'll do that for all four doors, and later I'll roll up the windows and we're gonna start to do the second steps. Yeah, this one is clean. Okay, and after I done all four windows, you see how dirty is the rug. It's only one side, there is another side. Then what usually I do, I pop the hood and I want to put some rug in these areas because while I'm gonna wash the car, there's gonna be a lot of leaks in here, and I just rather have the towel absorb that moisture rather just leaking somewhere inside the cabinets. Even we have these protective shields, but I don't like the way when we have the water in this area. Just kind of like that. So now I can pre-close my hood. I don't want to complete it, don't want to close it completely. So now the next step, because I found in many cases if the water will go inside this bottom compartment or will get stuck in there, door handle will stop making any like open and closing. So for that, I don't know, is the main problem, but if you see in my channel, I put a lot of effort to replace this door handle, and I'm gonna wrap it to this stretch tight, and only after that I'm gonna start to wash the car. We're gonna do it kind of like that. So this front button is protected and the back is also protected, because as you can see, so we have button in here, there is also another rubber button. Okay, so as you can see, I wrapped all the four door handles. So now anyway, I'm gonna clean it. There's some water will gonna there inside, but there's not gonna be the contact. And the way how I did it, so I just squeezed the edge down there, so there is less chances of water going there. So now is time for the standard wash, and because this car is mostly collect just dust, there is no really contaminants or some other stuff. I'm gonna first rinse it, and then later we're gonna apply soapy solution and we're gonna clean the car. Yeah, but before I'll start the main car wash, I'm gonna do the rims cleaning. For that I'll use just soapy water with that special chemicals, and I'm gonna gently clean it from the brake dust, which accumulates pretty fast on this car. I know there is a way to install the way of the pads, which gives the less dust, but at the same time it wear out rotor more. And for me, it's not a big problem to just clean the rims. Just like that, nice and shiny. And also don't forget and clean the rotors, and not the rotors, I mean the calipers. So I'm not going to be crazy, like I know some people is cleaning even the area behind the front, I would say, part of the rim, so I usually don't do that. Yeah, at the same time cleaning the rims, I like to clean the exhaust pipes. Just a bit, don't want to be crazy. Now it looks more shiny and nice. Okay, adding just a bit of this product. Okay, so I like this one. So we're gonna prepare the water. It's gonna be the slightly salty water, because I don't want to put a lot, because it's gonna be the watermarks everywhere. And the next step, I'm gonna rinse the car with the flat mode, and then after the car will gonna be all and wet, I'm gonna use my other solution. So as we can see, the car has ceramic coating, which makes it easier for me. And anyway, even I rub this door handle, I'm gonna be gentle around this area, not to push the water straight like that, only around. Now just slightly movement, not applying any pressure. I just cleaning the car. So after I clean all the car, I usually try to do the shower mode and just rinse the car. I wish I have something spotless filter for the car wash, but maybe I'll buy it in the future. I know it's possible to buy some kind of inline water spot free filter. And now after I rinse the car, I usually get the water sucked out the car body for a few minutes. Then I'll start to wipe it out with the two sets, the rug. The first set is gonna be for the upper part, and second gonna be for the lower part of the car, except rims. I don't wipe the rims so far. So as you can see, even will wrap it, but anyway, I believe some water is getting inside. But the main thing, like this button, they are covered. So So I wish I have some kind of better solution, but for now it seems like it's working. Okay, after I wipe the most of the part of the car, I'm going to remove this kind of protection. This car making some beeps, so as we can see, this one seems to be dry. The behind button, not sure, but anyway, I did the maximum what I could in order to protect these door handles. Okay, so after I wiped the upper part of the car, I used this standard thing, like just to clean the water in the bottom area, because there is not that important how the upper area. Yes. Okay, after I wipe the main car body, so I usually jump and wiping the small latches and areas where water could go inside. And trunk, fuel compartment, and also these areas. They also wipe the areas right here, everywhere, because this water is not that soft. We're gonna leave the water marks, and I don't like having the water marks in my car or on my car. So another thing, so after you close the window, it rolls up and it makes this small area wet. Okay, so that's another important for me is here. You see right here, as soon I open the trunk, there is a lot of water in here, so all it has to be wiped out. And the same thing we're gonna do with the hood. So this rug first I used for the upper part, so right now it kind of gets dirty, and I'm gonna use it for the rest, and then later I will just put this rug into wash machine, the washer, and we're gonna wash it. So the next time this rug is gonna be ready for the next car wash. See, now it's the match better. Also, I like to wipe in this small area, you see, because the capillary effect, water sits in there. I'm gonna put the rug closer, and that water will gonna be sucked in. The next time it will not gonna pop out if I'll dry the car, and usually I wait about an hour, and because I want to this car gets perfectly dry, because I don't want, while I'm gonna driving this car, all this stored water will gonna pop out and create the water marks. So it becomes more beautiful and beautiful with every minute. Okay, let's pop the hood. You see, that's what I thought. That's what I talked about. So we have this legendary M113K made by, I don't know if you find this man. Do you know who is that? It's a good tradition to say hello to that guy. And all these watermarks are gonna be left if we'll not wipe the water from here. But for that, I'm gonna use this one because I found it's better. So it's not like 10 minutes car wash, so I think this car deserves the time to get cleaned, and that's why I don't really clean the car often, because it's time consuming. Because the last time I cleaned this car about maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I was driving this car maybe 5 or 6 times because I didn't have a time to drive this car. I was very busy with my work. Now, where is the fall or autumn, so we have more, I have more time to enjoy the car, and I think cars also appreciate it. But anyway, I keep this car on the charger, so I make sure the battery is gonna be okay the next time I'm gonna start the car. Yep. Okay, let's wipe the maximum. But from this area it's gonna drip for a long time, maybe for next like 30 minutes, because the water kind of sits in some area in there. Yeah, I just want to wipe the most of it, and then later just put another towel in case if the water will gonna drops again. Now I'm gonna pre-close the hood with the rocks in there for the next drops. And here it is. Yeah, it looks like a brand new. We're gonna make some footages. So now it's time to do some footages. Nice and clean engine bay area. I'm gonna close it for now. And here it is, the nice and clean CLS55 AMG. In all of its glory. Absolutely clean. So also nice and clean interior. I try to keep it in pristine condition, so every time I'm sitting in this car, so I feel the car is completely clean. You see, that's what I thought. That's what I talked about. So I need to wipe it out and wait for about an hour before I'm gonna drive this car. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. So if you like this content, give a like, because a lot of comments I'm getting, so I need to get more content about this car. But I already did a lot of And the next thing is probably gonna be the modification of this car. I'm gonna install the more powerful cooling pump for the intercooler, and probably we're gonna upgrade the heat exchanger for the intercooler